All right, well, I gotta say, I haven't had issues with desyncs really ever, but today I did. And just looking at my screen, if you're someone who's played Doom a lot, I think you could guess why. I had Ultimate Doom selected, and for whatever reason, Judgement RT is so amazing that it was able to mostly play the demo, like at least spawn in the map, even though it was the wrong IWAD, because I was playing Sigil 2. But now that I figured that out, Judge04 Mega, now we should be able to play it, and it'll be good. At the very least... Oh, that's interesting. It's 154 instead of 114 monsters. So... I guess that's something I'd say to look into, but it's like, hey, did you know if you like plug in the controller wrong, it doesn't work? Like, that's sort of the level we're operating at. Anyway. This is Judgement, map 4. I gotta say, this map set is a strong contender for, like, the thing I would recommend to someone getting into custom map sets. One of the reasons why is that it has the extra difficulty mode, right? So a lot of people are content to play on ultraviolence, but they'll never touch Hurt Me Plenty or I'm Too Young to Die because, like, it sounds demeaning. I mean, I'm still playing this on Mega, but it's still pretty reasonable so far. I can imagine more people being willing. It's got a nice group of custom enemies that just work really well. Personally, 3 flying enemies is a bit much, but at the very least, those 3 flying enemies fill the niche of low health flying enemy, which Doom does not have. Especially the Bat. I think the Bat one could just be in Doom, even though it looks like a heretic enemy. Frankly, a lot of these Doom mods do have dubious legality when they use, like, heretic assets. I don't know if this one uses heretic assets. I'm just saying that's a thing that sometimes happens. Ooh. Watch. Oh my god. If you're an avid Boom player, then your mind was just blown, okay? Because in MBF21, when you use all the ammo in your super shotgun, it doesn't reload, which is the vanilla Doom behavior. There's going to be our second secret. One just gives us some bullets, and another useless partial invisibility. I have no idea why there's so many partial invisibilities in this. That's really my one complaint about this map set so far. Why are there so many partial invisibilities? Maybe it's because of lower difficulties. Maybe it's because some of the hit scanners got changed to projectile enemies later in development. And while possible, I do not think this is the case. I'm just saying it's a possibility. The designer is just like a weird guy. But that's, like, not what happened. Yeah. So I've, like, barely been talking about the map, but it's pretty chill once you can get through that first onslaught. Oh, why else would I be suggesting this map set to someone new? Not just for the difficulty thing. I mean, that's a bit of extenuating circumstance, and someone new might not have, let's say, the ego developed already, right? But I think one other reason is... Oh, the custom monsters, I said that. I think they work really well, especially the guy we're about to see. Although I do deal with this archvile before spawning in the custom monster. But like, all the custom monsters are pretty well balanced. I never feel like the custom monsters in this map set, and maybe we'll see down the line. So far I've done the first 11 maps. And I think the secret level. So far it's been pretty fair. And a lot of times, custom map sets will have crazy custom monsters. And that means it's difficult for them to be implemented into the main gameplay loop. That one I had to look up, which I'm embarrassed about. By look up, I mean use the editor. And I'm embarrassed about that. That was a really gettable secret. Like, anytime something is obstructed, you gotta keep an eye out for if you can see it from another angle, like the edge of the railing there. Most obvious secret in the world. Did I totally forget to talk about that Aphrit looking guy? Well, anyway, there's a monster that kind of feels like the Scythe 2 Aphrit in terms of Mancubus projectiles. It doesn't fly, but the model gives me similar vibes. They're sprite, I guess. I kind of like this area. I think this is a good, fighting the enemies, but it's chill. Ooh, what else? Oh, this has a pretty decent balance of fair combat, even if you're new. Stuff that's a little bit open, like you have some options about where to go, and it's not just linear sequence of battles. But you're always given what I would call appropriate hints. There might have been like one time where I was lost for more than like 20 seconds. Because stuff is signposted pretty well in this. Also, the weapon changes. I know a lot of map sets do that, and at this point, having played more Doom, I can't call it the Valiant chain gun. It's just, a lot of custom maps have stronger bullet weapons. That's just how it goes a lot of the time. Something that would be overpowered in Classic, but would be kind of necessary in stuff like this. Yay, another secret, which I just forgot to take before one of the biggest fights, so that's kind of fun. Oh, what else? While there are custom textures and sprites, it still feels like Doom. And I know that's a very subjective, vibes-based thing, but when I play a Ribix WAD, I feel like I'm playing Ribix, visually. When I play a Skill Saw WAD, it looks like Skill Saw. And those are good art styles, and I like those maps. But this map set looks like Doom. Visually, it has the visual stylings of classic Doom with a handful of new textures that hold up under scrutiny. And by that I mean we're playing in high resolution. It looks fine. There's a lot going for this map set that make it really accessible. But it also doesn't feel like dumb. It's not like a meme joke thing, like, you know, this is for new players. No, it's just good. And this is only map 4. By the time we get to the later levels, like map 11 is the last one I beat. Map 11 was hard. Map 11 was legitimately a challenge. Did I beat it in the first try that I recorded? I think second. But it was still hard, and I really had to do like some. Okay, it wasn't the hardest thing ever, but it was a serious map, and we'll see as we get there. And stuff like this, you got to use some skills. Anytime you put a revenant in a vertical area, especially if your space is somewhat limited. All right. First time I did this, I wish the floor, the red, was damaging. I think that would add a little bit to this. So, you'll see me go counterclockwise here as I'm going. And I think that's actually a mistake. I think it would have been better to go clockwise, but only barely. And that's because those manks over there, basically the preferred direction, if you have to pick, if you're facing the mank, you want to be going to the right. So they're left. That's really the important part. They're left. So usually you think of it as right. Yet another time where, hey, just use the plasma, it's okay to use your ammo, worked out. It's not always about the damage, just clearing a path is good enough. And to finish off the level, we have some of these bats. By the way, if there's a, proper name for them, let me know in the comments. I've just been calling them bats. Who's to say if that's the correct name? But whatever. No, not whatever. I'm saying, if there's a correct name to call them, let me know. That was a cool level. If you're using this for a walkthrough, I don't know why you would do that. So I haven't really been talking about, oh, here's how you pick up the key. This is the order you do stuff. Like, if that's how you want to follow along, that's how you want to follow along. And if you want to look at the fights, do it in the strategy I did. But as far as these levels have gone, I'll talk about specific fight strategies when they get a little harder. These are still pretty chill. And before we go, I just want to test something out real quick. So this is a Doom 2 map set. If I click Ultimate Doom, it does still load. Not with the right amount of enemies, but it does still load. So I think that's what was happening before. And I have a feeling this is because of comp level 21. No, it's not. I hope I didn't just reveal Judgement for accidentally doing plagiarism or something. If any of you guys know why it'll load the map at all when I do Ultimate Doom rather than Doom 2, perhaps it's because it doesn't use any Doom 2 textures. I don't know. But anyway, I've yapped enough about that. This is a Doom 2 WAD. Play it on Doom 2 so it works properly. By Doom 2, I mean that's the iWAD. But the engine, you should be in MBF 21, comp level 21. All right, I'm done.